Okay, so today is October 13th, 2024. It's a Sunday. And there has not been any hot water for 2 days. This is Miss Collins. There has not been any hot water for 2 days. I don't see anything posted here as far as there not being any hot water. Do you see anything? There's nothing posted here. There's nothing posted here about no hot water. Where's hot water? Okay, so today is October 14th, 2024. What are you doing? So I'm in the hallway. I still don't see any signs as far as no hot water, no heat is going to be cut off, whatever. I see no signs. No signs. Let's see if there are any signs over here. Nope. Nope. No signs. So we have not had any hot water for 3 days since the 12th. No hot water. You know something? This may be like totally off subject. God has a way of showing you who your enemies are and who your enemies aren't. And the people that you may think is your enemy is not your enemy. They're actually your friend. And the people who you may think is your friend or your associate or whatever that you're cool with is not actually cool with you on the down low. So, and I've learned that in several apartments, or rather buildings or communities that I've lived in while I lived in NYCHA. When I lived in this one development. I lived in this development for, my oldest son was about 5 when I moved in. When I left my parents' house and I moved to NYCHA, my oldest son was about 4. He's about 4 years old. He's now 37. And Jacob is 20. So you lived there that long? No. This is a consolidated development, which means they have different branches. It's like one big tree, but different branches. You know, so I've lived in 3 branches. Park Rock, Ocean Hill, and now down here. 3 branches. So I came from a house. My family owns a house. But then it comes to a time where you don't want to live with your parents anymore. You're like, I don't want to live with you. So I was tricked into believing that NYCHA and Section 8 is the same, but it's not. Anyway, nothing. Nada, negative, nada, negative. In terms of no heat and no hot water. Nothing. Nothing. Anyway, this is Miss Collins. So today is October 14th, 2024, and it is frigid out. Now, these PACT people, they put this device in my apartment, and this is supposed to test the temperature in my apartment. And if the temperature in my apartment falls below normal or whatever, then that's when the heat starts to kick in. It will send a message. This device sends a message to the heating area, wherever in the basement, wherever this place is. It sends a message to that machine, whatever it is, that sends heat to my apartment. So I haven't had heat or hot water in this apartment since the 12th. And I filed a complaint with HPD. So HPD came here, okay? They came here and they tested my water in the kitchen and in the bathroom. And they said, you don't have, I said, well, it's warm. They said, no, that's not, it's below what it's supposed to be. So technically, you do not have any hot water. And you do not have any heat. You don't. So, let me show you something. This is what HPD left with me. Okay? And they said, you do not have any heat. And you do not have any hot water. So I said, are you going to test the heat? He said, I don't need to test the heat. He said, I don't need to test the heat. I know you don't have any heat. And I know you don't have any hot water. So he used his device for the water. He said, nope. I said, but it's warm. He said, no. No. My device is telling me you don't have any hot water. Okay. So what's happening? Because if we were still under NYCHA's jurisdiction, I would make one phone call and NYCHA would have sent their emergency services people, and the hot water would be so hot that you wouldn't even be able to put your hand under it. And the apartment would be so warm that you would need to crack your window. Now, I sent emails, multiple emails, to this PACT program, whatever you want to call them, right? Multiple emails I sent to their senior levels, okay? Explaining to them, there's no heat, there's no hot water. I called 311. I went on this rent cafe. I put, I submitted maintenance requests where I was able to obtain a service request number, so forth and so on. Still nothing. Now, I reached out. After HPD came here, I asked him, I said, sir, I said, am I the only resident who's claiming that no heat and hot? He said, yes, you're the only one on file. I said, but you do affirm and confirm that there is no. He said, yes, ma'am. He said, take this. And he also put something on my lobby door. He put something on my mailbox. Let me show you. He put this. Okay, that's what he put. No heat. No heat, no hot water. He put that there. He actually should have put it on my mailbox, but he put that there. I'm gonna put this on my mailbox so that they will know it's me. Period. Okay. Okay. So this is Mrs. Collins, and no hot water. Inadequate hot water in apartment, and that's from HPD. So if everybody called HPD, they would have notices too. Now, yes, they would. Don't call. So they also looked at this door. HPD said, what's going on with this door? I said, well, these are new developers. They're here and they're doing this whole renovation stuff, whatever. He said, this should have been the first thing to go. He said, are all the buildings, are all the doors like that? I said, well, speaking for this door, I know it's just this door. I said, but it was NYCHA that was here, first. And then these new developers came. He said, when those new developers came, they should have removed this. He said, because this door is a Department of Buildings violation. He said it's a Department of Buildings violations. When he went down the block down there. He walked all the way down there, looked at all the doors, and came back. I think he went to 606. He went all of them, and then he went down this way and came back. I said, well, the door's supposed to be here within 12 weeks. He said, no. He said, before anything, any renovations or whatever, he said they should have taken care of the issues in relations to the Department of Buildings, HPD, so forth and so on, taking care of that. He said, what's with these bars on the windows? I said, mister, all I know is he took out his little writing pad that he had in his hand and he started writing.